spirits of the internet, my name is Rachel. So I'm going to be telling you about the time my brother got kidnapped. So just a quick disclaimer, if the events that I talk about here ever happen to you, be a little more smarter than I was. Yes, I gave out really basic information, but it's still enough information for them to know who you are, and just try not to give out information. And if you feel like you really have to, give fake information, because at the end of the day, these people are not cops and they will not come after you if you lie to them, unless they're a gang or something, but that's not my case. And also keep in mind, my brother has gotten into, I want to say, maybe 3 or 4 accidents before in the past. So you'll find out later why that is important. So basically, it was August 19th, I believe, and I had went to take a nap at 1 o'clock p.m. and I woke up around 4 o'clock p.m. I looked at my phone and I had a text message that said, someone you know here in New York has gotten into a car accident and is hurt. Please call us back. So I was like, oh my god, my cousin Daedric, she was like one of the last people I called. Maybe they saw the phone call and they're calling me, and I was just freaking out. So I called the number and I was like, so let me see what's up. Some guy who sounds really nice answered the phone, and he says, so your brother's gotten into a car accident. And I said my brother's name, which you should not do, because what this man has done is called phishing. And it's basically when they give out basic information to see if you can answer to that information. Like he said my brother, and I said his name. So you things like that, so they can get your information and basically destroy you. So I told him my brother's name, and he goes, well, basically your brother backed up onto a car and it ran over my nephew's legs and the one who was in the car that my brother hit. So, which if you think about, really doesn't make sense, because if any car was to back up onto another car, they would not be able to run over one specific person's legs unless they run over both people's legs, or if the person was maybe in front of the car. Like, it's just really not possible to run over one person's legs. So that part was a little sketchy. Also, he said to me that they got out of the car, they got into an argument, and my brother started getting nervous. So my brother pulled out the phone to call the cops, and how his brother told my brother not to, because he's wanted for 5 counts of murder in New York. Bitch, what? What? 5 counts of murder? Hold on. First of all, if you're really wanted for 5 counts of murder in New York, wouldn't the best idea for you not to get caught in New York would be to leave New York? I mean, obviously you're wanting to spend time in jail, like you want to get caught. Might as well turn yourself in, motherfucker. So he's like, how my brother didn't listen to him, so he pulled out a gun and snatched the phone away from my brother, and then he kidnapped my brother. And I was like, what the fuck did you just tell me? How the fuck do you kidnap my brother for a car accident that doesn't even sound true? Sounds sketchy as hell, but I was upset I couldn't pick up on how fake that sounded. So he's continuing to tell me how he wants $1,100 to pay for his nephew's medical insurance. Hold the fuck up, bitch. There's 2 things wrong with that. One, $1,100, bitch, if you don't get you and your brother's wanted fucking ass and take both of your fucking illegal asses out of the fucking state, do some math, learn your fucking numbers from 1 to infinity, which probably you can't because fucking infinity. And then you can take your ass back over here and try to scam me for a fucking number that does not fucking exist. Fucker. So, and then 2, so you're gonna kidnap my brother for fucking medical insurance? You're fucking stupid. And I'm mad with every part of my fucking fat ass body that I fell for you. But you didn't get me completely, motherfucker. You didn't. So, then he's telling me, he was like, are you gonna do what it takes to save your brother? And I'm like, yes, sir, I will do what it takes to save my brother. And then he starts raising his voice at me, and he was like, whatever you do, you're not gonna hang up the phone, you will not call the cops, and you will not do anything crazy. And I was like, sir, I promise you, I won't contact the cops, I won't hang up, I'll do whatever you tell me to. And then he goes, good. Now, how much money do you have on you right now? In my head, I was just like, listen, sir, like, I don't get paid till Friday, and even then, that's like $200. So, if you'll just hand me back my brother, I'm gonna call the cops, and, you know, we could figure something out in jail. Maybe I'll pay for, your lunch tray or something like that. There you go. That sounds like a good idea, motherfucker. So he's telling me, because I never actually answered him because I was nervous as hell. I was like, where the fuck am I gonna get this fake ass number from? Like, I don't even own this fake ass number amount of money, fucking bitch. So, he's like, I asked you how much money do you have in the bank? And I was like, honestly, sir, like, I have 0. And then he goes, so then how the hell do you expect to get the money to save your brother? And then my mom comes into the kitchen and she snatches the phone from me, doesn't even ask who the fuck it is. As she snatches the phone from me, I'm like, bitch, whatever you do, you better not hang up that phone because my brother's life is at risk. And if he dies, bitch, is on you. So she's like yelling at the guy, and I'm like, bitch, you better relax, because he's got a gun, and if he kills my brother, I'm turning your ass into the cops with him. So she's like screaming at him, and then he goes, you fucking bitch, put Rachel back on the phone. And then I was like, no, bitch, no, me and you are done talking here, you can talk to my fucking mother now. So he's like yelling at her, cursing at her. So my mother's fucking crazy. So my mother's like, she's saying every curse word there is to him, and this lasts about for maybe like 2 minutes. Then someone hangs up. I don't know if it was my mom or if it was him. My mom asked me what happened, and I was like, all right, but you have to calm down. And I told her, and then she was like, she started screaming. She was like, put your shoes on, call your cousin, and we're heading to the precinct. So on our way to the precinct, my mother's talking to my cousin. She's yelling out Bible verses. She's screaming. She's crying. She's speed walking. This bitch looks like the fucking devil right now. This bitch looks like she's Lucifer's wife. Like, she's going fucking crazy. It looks like this bitch is having an exorcism in the fucking street. So as all of this is going on, I'm like next to my mom. My hair is a fucking afro because like this shit looks like this because it's kind of wet. My hair don't be looking like that in real life. My hair is really frizzy. So I just woke up out of my not even a beauty nap, and I got morning breath. I'm looking crazy. Like I'm looking. I fell out of a tree while I was taking that nap. And I see this boy from my school who I think is attractive, and I'm like, you cannot be fucking kidding me right fucking now. So I was literally just like, so that he can't see me and he could walk away and we can act like this never happened. So my mom's walking up the steps of the precinct, and she's like crying harder now, and the police officer goes, "Ma'am, is everything okay?" And I told the police officer what happened, and she's like telling us to go inside, and she's like, "Everybody relax. Can you come in contact with your brother?" Bitch, if I just told you he got kidnapped, how the fuck you want me to come in contact with him? You think the kidnapper was just gonna give my brother his phone back and be like, "Here, just use your phone until we come up with a solution"? No, bitch, that's not how shit works. I would expect you to know that if you're a fucking police officer. And so I'm like, no. And then she goes, you said he was coming out of work. Do you think that you can call his work? So me and my mom don't know exactly which Panera Bread he works in, because we've never actually been there, and I don't even like Panera Bread. Like, why would I even go? And plus, my brother's working there. Like, I don't even like him that much. But like, under the circumstances that he's getting kidnapped, I'll love him. So the police officers helping us. We know it's located by his school, so we tell her, and she's helping us find exactly which Panera Bread it is. And I remember she gave me a number, and I was on phone talking to one of them, and she was on the phone talking to the one where my brother was actually at, and I was like, "Does so and so work here?" And the worker was like, "No." And I heard that the police officer asked the same thing, and she was like, "Oh, he is there." So I clicked on this bitch, because like, she wasn't even important no more. Who the fuck needed to talk to her if my brother's not even fucking there? And so when she's like, "Oh, can you put him on the phone?" And I guess the worker was like, "Yeah." So she hands me the phone, and I was like, "Hello?" And my brother was like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "Don't talk to me like that. I'm done talking to you. Now that I know that your ass is fine, everything, like, we're back to hating each other." So I passed the phone on to my mother. She started crying. She was like, "Are you okay?" Then when my brother got off his shift, he called, we explained everything, whatever. He's no longer important in this story. So then the police officer goes, "We should report it." So we wait like 30 minutes to report it. And then the lady goes, she's not an officer, but she works in the precinct, who you're supposed to report things to. And she goes, "So what's wrong?" I told her, and she goes, "Oh my God, is he okay? The good thing is that he's okay." And I was like, "Yeah, bitch, I want to report this shit now." So then she goes, "Well, why are you telling me this again, bitch? Because you just asked, and the police officer told me to report it to you." And then she goes, "Well, I really don't know what to do." And I was like, "Bitch, if you don't find out what to do, we gonna throw hands right now. We gonna okay." So then we're waiting there for like another fucking 30 minutes, and this bitch won't come out, and from wherever fucking corner that she disappeared to, because she's like, "All right, let me go try to find the police officer for you." And I was like, "Thanks, bitch." So she never came back out, and my mom was like, "You know what, forget it." So to this fucking day, that shit isn't reported, and I am fucking against it right now, because if this motherfucker tries to call me back, and originally I thought maybe I'll call him on private and I'll put it in the video so you guys could see it, but it's like, just in case he goes, "Bitch, I know your address," I'm gonna be like. But yeah, so that was the story of how my brother got kidnapped. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. It's not like I can just show up at your house or get this guy to call you or anything. Don't tell. So yeah, and if you liked my other videos and you would like to see more of me, exciting, right? Click the button down there, subscribe to become a part of my ghost town. And yeah, that's the fucking saying that I'm staying to, bitches. Also, if no one told you they loved you today, I do. And have a good day, bitches.